Welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. We are on the final case of Great Ace Attorney Adventures. And we're nearing the end of it. Well, the end of the game. I don't know if we're near the end of the case, since we haven't even stepped foot into a courtroom yet. But we have spent a large portion of the investigation day, so we shouldn't be too far off the courtroom segment. But yes, so last time we, quite a lot happened. Let me tell you, quite a lot happened. I don't remember exactly, it's been a few days, but I do remember, funny Jinnah finally getting, a little character development, and then now she is the defendant and being accused of murder. Probably not what happened. The guy died, There's some mysterious shit going on with our buddy Shomes, and he also got shot too. So, there's a few things going on. Just a few. Yeah. So before we hop in, again, I will reiterate, we have the Switch 2 Direct tomorrow, so tune in for that. We'll be streaming it live when it goes up at fucking 3 a.m. my time. Very fun. And we'll see. We'll see what they're cooking. But yes. A hydrate to start off the stream. Excellent choice. Excellent choice. Also, if you were here for the end of the Skyward Sword stream, I said I wouldn't eat because that would stop me from streaming. And guess what? I ate, and I'm still streaming. So, When is it? Well, I don't know what time it is for you guys, but it's 3 a.m. on the 3rd for us. But it's the 2nd of April sometime for you guys. I don't know. You can look anywhere. I mean, it's all over everywhere. They're showing a new Persona game tomorrow? What, at the Switch Direct? Yeah, okay. I hope. I wish. There we go. Is it even April 1st for you guys yet? It's April 1st for us. It's been April 1st the whole day. Ew, what the fuck is that? Oh, gross. That's in my fridge? I gotta get that shit in. I gotta get that shit out. That's disgusting. Just turned for you, and it's 1 hour off for Big Mouth? Alright, well, happy April Fool's Day, everybody. I don't know if I'm doing anything tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Blushroom. Thanks! I fucking hate that shit. Everybody would do that in school. I hate that. Tomorrow's a voting day. Just kidding. I'm actually not gonna vote. Ow. Ah, fuck. I got a pimple on my, lower face, and it... Oh. I'm gonna kill. Oops. Prison or the hospital? Let's go to the hospital. Well, yeah. I've never voted, but to be fair, I'm not in America, so, world lives are not really at stake for our one. But for your one, yeah. Holly! Oh. He's not here! No, that's strange. Yeah. Yeah, we don't get that, We don't get the Nazis, that doesn't really happen. I mean, I'm sure it does to some degree, because, the world's horrible, but, we don't have to deal with it as on a large scale like you guys do. Again, I stay out of all politics no matter what, so I know very little. On purpose. You know, my politics is whether or not the Minecraft movie is going to be good. And that shit is looking nasty. I vote no. I vote it will be horrible. And it will suck. And some people will be like, well, it's actually if you turn your brain up. No. I grew up with that game. That means a lot to me. And now you're going to just be like, chicken jockey. You don't get to do that. It's funny, but it's not funny at the same time. The nurse definitely said he was in bed by the window, didn't she?
Oh, I know what's probably happened. Hurley was being a big baby, and the bullet wound wasn't that bad after all, so he's been sent home.
I'm not sure about that, baby or not. There's no question that was a fairly serious injury that Mr. Shom suffered.
Oh.
I know, hello, why are we here? This ward's off limits, no visiting. What are you doing in here, eh?
The only American politics politics? Hey, yo, we got politics for politics. You should keep up with is the clip of Elon Musk on the brink of tears talking about how Tim Waltz made fun of him for Tesla's stock price being down. Is that real? Is he actually on the brink of tears? Good. Fuck that guy.
I'll have you know, we're Hurley's next of kin.
Hey, oh, we're begging your pardon then, ma'am. Sir. Little lady and a curious Eastern gentleman. The great mystery solver has a mysterious family, eh?
Oh, that's how you see us, sure.
Where is he, Constable? Where's Hurley?
I believe he's currently operating in the operating theatre, ma'am, undergoing an extensive operation.
Extensive?
Well, it has been several hours since we went in.
Oh dear. Is he going to be alright?
Well, it doesn't appear to be working, you see. The anesthetic, that is. I've heard a report that the gentleman claims he may have had a little too much to drink last night. Coffee, that is. Anyway, I think it would be fair to assume that he won't be back here for several hours yet.
I see. Thank you, Constable. Perhaps we should leave and come back later. He talks about how people need to have less empathy, but absolutely now we need to give them some. Yeah, I mean, typical. When are we getting the Elon Musk archetype in Ace Attorney that we get to take down and tear down and make fun of the entire time? When's that gonna happen?
Oh, poor Hurley.
th of April, local prison, cell number 13. That was McGilded. Well, McGilded at least was charismatic. You know, he had that over him. Yeah, exactly. Hello, Gina.
Oh, you saw the grenade launcher Hurley and I made.
I wish you wouldn't point it at me all the time, though.
What are you here for? Jenny.
I have a feeling it's because of us that you've ended up in trouble. Now, does this game stack up against the others? In my opinion, it's one of the best. So far, unfortunately, I think this is better than all three Apollo games. I'm sorry, I think it is. at least gameplay and maybe not mystery-wise, but I think just how it's presented and how it's very refreshing. And the Apollo trilogy had a lot of time that was not spent with the characters just interacting. You're thrown into cases a lot where, you know, you wouldn't get any time to interact and explore and stuff. Like, the first one probably had the most of it. Of course, I love those ones, but yeah. I think I'd say this is better than... Well, I mean, we'll rank the games at the end. Yeah, we'll rank it after we've beat all of them, I think. Yeah, that is, yeah. Is that different in number 2? Yeah, I feel like they could have added, like, maybe 1 or 2 more episodes to this, even. It does? Alright. So we were thinking that we might help you.
Well, you can't.
Sorry?
You would. Get lost. Oh, don't be like that, Ginny. I know you didn't do it. You'd never shoot someone. I just know you wouldn't. Think you know me? Pull the other one. Oh. You ain't got the first idea about the likes of me. I'm a thief. I'll pinch people's purses when they're walking down the street. That's how I get by. If I saw me chance, I'd sneak into a pawn shop any day of the week. Just to see what I could lay my hands on. Get it? That's the kind of person I am. Oh, but Jenny. Me caught my eyes, they say. Some cowboy came by earlier and said he'd be a lawyer for me or something. It was my right or something. I told him to get stuffed. I don't need no lawyer. I don't need no one.
She couldn't be staring at me more obviously if she tried. It's got 2 other ones from this game. Oh.
Why you like this, Ginny?
Why are you like this?
Why are you so fucking negative all the time?
God, oh, I've been feeling that. This is unrelated to Ace Attorney, but recently last Friday I started watching Daredevil. I heard the first series was really good and that Born Again was decent as well, so I was like, oh, okay, I'll watch it because I really like the idea of Daredevil and I've been really enjoying it. I got through season 1 and 2, and then 2 ends on a cliffhanger. Normal. Move on to season 3. Bro is fucking, like, drowning to death, randomly, out of nowhere, never explained. And then I look it up, like, are they gonna explain this? I have to watch a whole different series to understand what happened in between 2 and 3, and I am... It's Guardians again. Fucking Marvel, God damn it. Give me a fucking flashback, you bastards. I don't want to watch The Defenders all the way through so I can understand season 3. Anyway, that reminded me of that because there's a character in The Defenders that I can't fucking stand and I wish she would die. Jessica Jones, you're on my shit list. You're such a bitch. Anyway. Okay, now we need a Daredevil Ace Attorney case, please. That would be epic. I want to be Matt Murdock, please. Let me be that. Let me do that. Anyway. Why'd you send the public defender away?
You want me to sign some papers, representation papers, something like that. It's all gonna be rigged anyway, the whole trial. They'll pin on me because I'm a kid.
What, 64 movies and 200 TV shows to understand the most boring and painfully average TV show ever? Yeah, I know, right? No, but Daredevil's really good, though. Like, the fucking Daredevil series is really good. My only problem is that it's really, really long. Every episode's an hour. Which is a lot, but I've actually been loving it. And then Defenders so far, it's like, I love everything with Daredevil in it, which is like a quarter of the show, and then you got Iron Fist, Luke Cage, and then fucking Jessica Jones. And it's like, I don't care. I just want to see fucking Daredevil, bro. And this would all be solved if you just did a flashback. I'll probably watch the Minecraft movie when it goes to streaming. I'm not watching it in the cinema. I'm not going to the theater for that shit. No way. Ain't no way. No how. I'll definitely watch it because, again, as I said, you know, basically my entire generation was, you know, grew up with Minecraft. And it's kind of like our game. It raised us, really. And it feels like they're, you know, they're not treating it with any seriousness at all, which is, to a degree, I understand that. To another degree, God, I wish they had taken at least a little bit of it seriously. Just like a tiny bit. Just a smidge. Bro. Can you imagine if Minecraft Story Mode has better fucking storytelling than Minecraft movie? That would be some crazy shit if that's real. Nah, I don't know.
Don't pick on me because I'm a kid. It's what grown-ups always do. Why do you think that? That's how it's always been for me, growing up in the back slums, my whole life. If you do what grown-ups tell you, and get your mates dragged off by the coppers or worse. That happened to me before and all. Been sold out and entirely and nearly snaffled on the back for it. Can't trust no one, that's the point. As soon as you do, you've gone to grass, dead.
Jenna, listen. What did I say? If you like, in tomorrow's trial, I could...
Forget it! Jenny! Don't you trust Bruno? Nah, I don't. Look, I'll ask you nicely now. Just leave me alone.
Will you tell us what happened, Gina? Gina. Make up your mind already! Why can I say your name like 40 different ways? Last night at the pawnbrokers. It's Gina.
Nothing to tell. I figured it'd pay me, so I broke into the place and started going through the storeroom. But the old bloke walked in on me and, well, you know the rest. But why, Jenny? Why would you do something like that? And obvious, place is full of stuff I could sell for $1 or 2. Dolphin ain't easy, you know, it's a lot of work. And half the time you don't get even nothing.
Is that really why you broke into the place?
What?
Are you sure the true reason wasn't something else?
Oh, give it a rest! What'd be the point anyway, eh? Nothing I could say would make a blind bit of difference. Please tell us, Jenny, we'll believe you, whatever it is. Believe me? Oh, don't be tough, you can't believe nothing. Everyone lies all the time. And you know what? When it comes to lies, I'm the biggest of the lot. I've told some unforgivable lies, I have. Well, what do you mean by that? What unforgivable lies? Well, I told them that Bruno fucking killed the bastard. And they believed me.
You're the defendant, actually. Oh, not again. The third time. What do you mean before, Gina? When you said you were the biggest liar of the lot? You can tell us what those unforgivable lies you've told are. Maybe we can help.
Sorry, we're out of time. They're gonna want to question me now. Jenny, please. Oh, yeah. I wanted to give you this. Something to remember me by.
Oh. Photographic print of a really adorable cat. Look at him.
Found in one of the pockets of this coat. Ain't no point in me having it. I wonder what this little photograph like that's doing in the pocket of the overcoat. Anyway, don't bother coming at me again. Bye.
Is this the cat we adopted? Stole from that other guy? It looks similar. Just didn't have like the little collar on. Oh. Date deposited 13th of February, 9 p.m. Artid. What does that say? Artide? Artidy? Deposited in one small box. Oh, article. Article. God, this handwriting. One small box. What does that say? Oh, loan. Loan amount paid, 10 shillings. Redemption deadline, 13th of April, 9 p.m. Look on the back of this print here. There's something written on it.
13th of February, 9 p.m. Article deposited in one small box. Loan amount paid, 10 shillings. Redemption deadline, 13th of April, 9 p.m.
So this photographic print is a redemption ticket.
13th of February? Oh, that could be significant. It was just 2 days before the murder on the omnibus, wasn't it?
Small box doesn't tell us much about it, does it?
Oh no, if Mr. McGill had still had the ticket, then presumably he never redeemed the article. Do you think the box might still be present somewhere in the shop?
Yeah. It's something Mr. McGill deposited. We need to investigate. Well, boys, that's slim pickings. I mean, the guy's dead. So everything in his store is for grabs. Oh, baby, oh, baby, oh, baby. See ya, Jenna. I'm out. I'm gonna go steal some shit. No, there's probably still police here. Oh, hello. He's actually walking. Whoa! Dynamic! He just walked across the goddamn screen to the other side of the fucking room. That's never happened before. That's crazy.
This is where it happened then? Last night?
That's right. The two thugs I told you about were obviously ransacking the place looking for valuables.
But, apart from the policeman in here, you wouldn't know anything that happened. There's no signs of a disturbance.
For someone so smart, you really mispronounce easy words that I even know. No, you're right about that. Actually.
In fact, if anyone, it's the police who seem to be the ones doing the ransacking.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You're like a gang of organized criminals all dressed in black. Oi! I heard that! Well, she is British.
Can't believe you want to call us ransackers, eh? I'll have a bite of my fish and chips so it's not pausing, I swear.
Inspector, good morning.
Suppose I ought to thank you for your vigilance last night. We got to the scene before it was disturbed at least. Shame you let the two rogues get away, mind.
Yeah, sorry about that. Wait, he's a lawyer. What do you want him to do? Chase two dangerous men down in the middle of the night? Even if he caught up to them, he would have gotten shot and killed. What are you talking about? Isn't it better that I'm safe?
No, I don't give a fuck about your safety. I want those bitches behind bars.
before you assign extra men to the beat all around here, Gregsy. Now look what's happened. Early's been injured because there weren't enough police on duty.
Oh. Your ladyship! No one told me you were coming.
Should you take full responsibility for what has happened to Early and see he's gotten the very best medical care.
Of course, your ladyship. The very best doctors in the capital attending to him as we speak.
It's just some fucking guy. Guy they pulled from outside.
The best medical professionals.
I don't think it's Bruno's fault that the rogues managed to get away, is it? Chasing criminals is the police's job.
Absolutely, your ladyship. As you say, ma'am, as you say.
Oh, I thought he was bald. Huh. I mean, his hairline isn't actually that bad. I mean, it's definitely receding, but... still got, like, maybe 15 years at best. Would that hair do? How old are you, Gregson? Before I go saying 15 years. Yeah, maybe 10. It was 10 or 11, maybe. Before he's bald.
The gent in black is totally blameless. Everyone's in agreement about that.
Would you believe it? He's like a completely different person with Iris. Talk about a personality change.
Oh, I mean...
Well, I mean, she does pay him. She does pay him to be, you know... He gets royalties.
Where me manners? Are you thirsty, your ladyship? Here, let me redeem 60 hydrates. Perhaps you'd like some juice? Some nice refreshing fruit juice?
Aww. Cute.
Are you thirsty, Gregsy? I have some of my special herbal tea with me if you'd like some.
Oh, lovely. Oh, tar very much. You ain't ready at the spot, your ladyship.
I didn't recognize him like this. God, I want fish and chips. Why does your fish and chips look so good? Give me that. I want a cone of fish and chips to munch on. Bro, give me that. Give me. With the fried rice. And the fucking sweet and sour pork as well. Give it all to me now. Ah. If only. Okie dokie. Let us talk. The two thieves. Do we meet them in... do we meet them soon? So, how's the investigation going, Inspector?
Nothing to it, really. A very simple case, there's some very definitive evidence. We're just about to charge that diver we arrested last night, in fact.
Gina, you're gonna charge her?
That's right. You'll be able to bring her before the judge at the Bailey tomorrow.
Definitive evidence, you say? What is it? Come on, show me.
Your ladyship, as much as I wish I could oblige you, I'm afraid...
Ah, I see. You already captured a pair of thugs who broke in here last night, have you?
What?
And you're gonna put them on the stand as witnesses, are you?
How could you... Ow! How could you possibly know that?
Well, your mustache here is slightly singed, so I thought maybe you had a mishap while shaving, and that would lead me to believe that you have the two witnesses from last night. I had a feeling that's all.
I mean, never to try to keep a secret from Iris. So you've arrested the two men who shot Mr. Holmes, have you?
Well, yeah, they were rounded up pretty quickly by the lads on beat.
And Miss Lestrade is being held at prison?
As she should be. It's assuming she hasn't lifted the key from the jailer, of course.
God, you fucking pig, give me some of your fish and chips right now! Let me cartoon sound effect bite into them. Can you tell us anything about Mr. Sholmes? What's his condition?
Sorry, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Scotland Yard matters are strictly confidential.
Well, I know he's been operated on at St. Sinners. Why can't I see him? I'm family, you know.
I'm terribly sorry, your ladyship. It's the hospital's policy. No visiting at all.
Oh,
Bob must have hit an artery in his midriff. He's lost a fair bit of blood.
no.
Didn't seem too bad in the first hour or so, but a hemorrhage like that is enough to even make the one and only Mr. Sholmes part down.
Mr. Sholmes is a human like the rest of us, you know.
Well, anyway, he's having surgery even right now. They got to stop the bleeding.
Well, he'll be alright, won't he? They'll be able to make him better.
Of course, your ladyship. He'll be right as rain before you know it. Rinosuke, he's gonna die in the next 5 minutes. Sorry to tell you, I can't bring myself to let Iris know.
Wait, how'd you know? How'd you know he was going to die in 5 minutes? That's amazing.
Oh, alright, no. Because, of course, yeah, because Mr. Sholmes is such a great detective. That's why.
Better pray the doctors have a better grasp of what's needed to make someone well again.
Oh dear, please don't die early.
This better not be another moment of, yeah, persons in the hospital until last minute and then they come into the courtroom at the end. So I want to see more of them.
Report to your ladyship the moment I hear he's out of the operating theatre.
I couldn't help but noticing, Inspector.
Oh, out with it, sunshine.
Well, there seems to be, well, a marked difference between the way you talk to me and Iris.
What's the source, Sonny? I'm a cobber. We don't go in for favoritism. Well, she's a child and you're a grown man. You want me to talk to you like you're a baby? What the fuck are you on about? She's 10 years old, mate. Come on, what are you on about? I mean, you want me to tuck you in? Give you a little wee bit of fruit juice, you fucking idiot. Idiot.
Why, he's right, you did treat us differently.
Because of those adventures of Sherlock Holmes stories, that's why. Quite pop in them, don't I, Inspector Tobias Gregson?
Well, yes, because you're an acquaintance of Hurley's.
What did you write about the inspector, Iris?
Yeah, I don't remember, actually.
One of Sholmes' lines, Gregson is the smartest of the Scotland Yarders. See how he put it?
Oh, did I write that?
And you know what that one line did for me, eh? The very next month my pay doubled. Doubled, I tell you.
Damn, bro. God, doubled? Fuck, man. Oh, man, get me one of that. Oh, that's amazing.
Because everyone at the yard reads them. They all read the Sherlock Holmes stories. They even set up a fan club for me.
Oh, of course, that explains everything. It's around that time that you became such a toady to me.
I love that. I love Toady.
Little
Toady.
Can you blame me? All it'd take is one bad word from you and Sholmes could change his tunes about me. Gregson? Nah, great detective will say. He's getting quite overrated these days. Think what would happen to my salary if that came out in the print, huh? The whole thing gives me the willies. Can't tell you how many nights of sleep I've lost worrying about it.
Well, that would never happen, Gregsy.
Well, every month when the new Rand's magazine comes out, my hands are trembling as I turn the pages. Oh, they better not have done a diss track on me this week.
Oh, how awful for you. Yeah, have some tea to settle your nerves.
Oh, lovely. Thank you very much. Harriet, this about your ladyship.
Teetotal.
Oh, yeah, it's something I was supposed to talk to you about, actually, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yeah? What about?
Got an important message for you. I clean forgot about it until just now.
An important message? I wonder what it could be. Are you gonna tell me what this important message is, then, Inspector?
Oh, yeah, is that young lady who's normally by your side? Your assistant?
Oh, dear Susie, is she alright?
She's at the station, isn't she? Being questioned, I believe.
Yeah, not anymore. He had to head off.
Head off? Where?
To Lord Strongart's office, of course. He summoned her.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'd forgotten all about that.
One of the whipstocks took her there in the yard carriage, and after we'd finished questioning her, she asked us to tell you that she didn't have the fare for the return journey, and to go meet her there. She's got a nerve using Scotland Yard as a blooming messaging service.
Oh, yeah, I see. Well, thanks for passing that on, Inspector.
Why does she have to go see Lord Justice?
Ugh, she didn't tell me. I better head over to the Lord Chief Justice's office to fetch her right away. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. New location's been added. I guess we can't find that box. I guess that was just to point us in the direction of Windy Banks. What about the hospital? Is, old boy... Nope, old boy is still not ready. '16th of April, British Supreme Court. Lord Chief Justice? Office. One guess as to how you find the box. Okay. It just happens during the trial. You don't actually find it, it just happens. Yes. No matter how many times I come here, I always get the same sense of oppressiveness somehow.
I think the place is oppressive. I think it's normal.
How so?
I mean, look at the suit of armor over there. You can't take that seriously, can you?
What do you do that leads them to finding the box? Present the ticket? I don't know. Shit in my pants and present that? Maybe it thinks the same about you.
So everything's clear with regard to tomorrow's arrangements, I trust.
Yes, thank you very much.
Oh, there they are. Sato-san and Lord Strongheart.
I wonder what they're talking about. They look very serious.
Very good. There's nothing further to discuss. I am very much not evil. You can be at bay, little Miss Susato. I will not turn evil, not at all, not even a little bit. I won't do any murdering or hirings of criminals to kill. Of course, I'm above that. No doubt you have much to do in preparation for your return to your homeland.
Are we being forced back to Japan? What? Wait, what did he just say? You return to your homeland? Susato-san!
Oh shit, you shouldn't be here! Mr. Naruhodo.
What was all that about?
Ah, Mr. Naruhodo. Thank you for coming to collect your colleague.
What's all this about? Why are we talking about Miss Susato returning to her homeland? And tomorrow?
Tomorrow? But what about Jenny's trial? You mean she's been formally charged now? Oh dear.
Oh, well. Didn't see that coming, I guess. Mr. Sato, what's all this about?
Please don't concern yourself, Mr. Naruhodo. It's only me going back to Japan. Your life here can continue just as it
That's not what I asked! What happened? Why are you leaving?
It's my father. He's fallen ill. Oh no!
Professor Mikotoba? Mario, if I may. Yes, sorry? You must be the defending, the Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I believe. Yes, that's right. My name is Eugene Mikotoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yoma University.
We received an international telegram from the Empire of Japan informing us of the news.
10 days ago, Father collapsed with a fever. The cause is apparently unknown. I think they said something about him being a pussy. I don't know. And it seems he grows weaker by day by day.
I don't believe it.
As you are aware, the voyage from here to your country's capital, Tokyo, takes some 50 days. I thought it would be prudent to hasten Miss Susato's departure as much as possible.
Yes, absolutely.
I'll leave London first thing tomorrow morning.
Can't believe this is happening. I wonder if this is important. Who poisoned her father? I wonder. I doubt it's just, or maybe they just want to get Susato out of the way so that we have our baby assistant instead.
So Gina's been charged? She'll have to appear in court?
Yeah, she was formally charged a few hours ago, and the date of the trial's already been set for tomorrow.
Not even 24 hours later?
Gina, the Lestrade girl in the murder of the Baker Street pawnbroker, yes. In all too transpicious case, the pickpocket was clearly disturbed amid robbery and shot the man in panic.
Brett got him before she left for China for a court case.
No, the yard is overstretched as it is, without wasting time on these open and shut cases.
It's not wasting time. Jenny would never do something like that.
Mr. Naruhodo,
Yes, Lord Strongheart?
in deference of your fine services to date, I shall overlook this young girl's insolence.
She's a kid. Tell me, I'm pretty sure, London children are probably some of the most sarcastic, just worst people ever created on Earth. Come on, I mean, they'd be slinging insults at you like no tomorrow if you even walked the street. They ain't all little Timmy, you know.
I have no recollection of admitting a child into my office. Leave now.
Of course, Lord Strongheart.
Criminals will tell the most palpable lies in order to evade justice.
Yeah, they will, won't they, Mr. Strongheart? Yeah, I'm sure you're very squeaky clean, aren't you? Sure you haven't been paid off by anybody.
Police can ill afford the time it takes to unravel all their untruths. Meanwhile, more crimes are perpetrated. We have far more serious matters which to attend to.
Serious matters? Didn't Gregson mention something like that yesterday?
Yes, Inspector Gregson made a similar remark yesterday.
It's not a concern of yours, though I'm sure I need not remind you of that. 3 minutes precisely until my next meeting. You must excuse me.
There's just one more thing, Lord Strongheart.
Which is...
It's Miss Lestrade's trial. I wonder if you might permit me to defend her?
a timely suggestion.
Sorry?
The girl is currently has no representation.
Papa, that's not fair. Yeah, she may be a pickpocket, but she still deserves a fair trial.
Not misunderstand me, young lady. The government provides for those too poor to afford representation with a public defender. The accused need only sign the relevant paperwork, and the defense barrister will be assigned to the case. However, the young girl in question has refused that right.
Why would she do that?
Question you would do well to direct at Mr. Strahd. You'll find her at the local prison.
Yeah, thank you.
Now then, it's time I was leaving. Good day to you.
What a day. Gina charged with murder. She's got her son about to leave. Snipers all trained on my forehead at once.
Come, Mr. Naruhodo. Iris, you must make haste. Oh, Susie. You're leaving for Japan tomorrow morning, aren't you? Don't you have packing and things to do? As Mr. Naruhodo's judicial assistant, it's my personal circumstances are of no consequence. My sole purpose remains to help you in whatever way I can.
Thank you, Miss Susato. It's a very pensive look.
I think we ought to visit Gina first. In any case, I should like to wish her well before I leave. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's go.
I'm honest, this has completely thrown me off. I'll just have to do what I can as a lawyer. As a lawyer. As a lawyer. Oh! Hello again, Gina.
What are you lot here for now?
Let's have the muzzle of that grenade launcher shoved in our faces yet again, obviously.
Yeah, I think I need to improve the way you load ammunition in that thing, don't I? Look! You can come as many times as you like. I ain't got nothing more to say to you. Gina, I wonder if you might hear me out. There's something I'd like to say.
What?
I'm sorry to say that I must reluctantly bid you farewell. Farewell? Tomorrow I must begin my journey back home, to Japan. I fear we may never meet again. Oh, right. I've had the pleasure of meeting so many lovely people here in London. I have so many wonderful memories. And yet, as things stand now, it'll be a glum parting indeed. Poor Iris is so miserable. Susie. Well, that ain't my business. Both Iris and Mr. Naruhodo believe you to be innocent, Gina. They've put their faith in you. But somehow you can't find it in your heart to put your faith in them. That's right, I can't. What of it? It grieves me greatly to have to say goodbye to my friends when they're so clearly unhappy. Because of you.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's my fault! Yes, so I have one final request. Gina, before our paths never cross again, right here and now, I want you to show both of them that you don't deserve the faith that they... I want you to show them both...
Wait. Hold on.
I want you to show both of them that you don't deserve the faith they've invested in you. Only by doing that will you truly be as alone as you claim to be. What are you talking about? What do you expect me to do, eh? You told us that everyone lies. So prove it by admitting one of your own untruths. About what you said before, Jenny. You said something about unforgivable laws. You must tell Mr. Naruhodo and Iris the truth. That's my last request before I leave. My last request as a judicial assistant. No, I can't.
Whatever these lies are, they're obviously weighing very heavily on Gina's mind. Gina, I could be wrong, but... is this something to do with what happened 2 months ago? Something about that trial? The one in which Magnus McGilded was acquitted? The case of that mysterious murder that took place inside the omnibus. You were called as a witness by the prosecution. Is that what this is about?
Yeah, you're right. Because in that trial, I lied. I lied like you wouldn't believe.
Will you tell us about it now?
Like I said, it all happened 2 months ago. Coppers got hold on me and he shoved me into the witness's stand.
And based on your testimony, Mr. McGilded was declared innocent.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I lied about a whole bunch of stuff.
I knew it.
What sort of thing did you lie about? I was hiding under the seat that night. That was the truth.
Oh shit.
It's pitch black in that little cubby hole. Couldn't see a thing. And then I heard that loud thud like someone falling to the floor.
And that's when Mr. McGilded discovered you?
Yeah. He pulled me out from under the seat and sat me next to the dead man. Weren't much light to see by, but when I looked at my hands, I had the cub's blood all over him.
Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, that was weird. They removed all the stuff to make it more believable? I don't know, she was in there.
So scared I couldn't even speak.
You had his blood on your hands? In other words, it was Gina that the witnesses on the roof deck saw through the skylight.
Mr. McGilder started asking...
Oh.
Then Mr. McGilder started asking you questions, I suppose? Who you were, why you were hiding under the seat? Yeah, he did. Only, that's not all.
What do you mean?
I mean, he threatened me.
Threatened you how?
He made me swear about what I'd seen and what I'd heard. About what he was going to do after the cub was found dead. He made me swear I wouldn't tell anybody about any of it. If I did that, he said he'd let me scarp up before the coppers showed up.
Gina, you must tell me what he swore you to secrecy about. What you saw, what you heard, everything. Well, he's dead now, so he can't do anything. If you hadn't noticed yet, but whenever they use the still of McGilded and the victim talking, always mention that the guy doesn't look like him. He's wearing the coat that Gina's wearing right now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You said McGilded made you swear to not tell anybody what you saw. But you were in the pitch black compartment under the seat the whole time, weren't you?
Yeah, with Mr. McGilded sitting above your head, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's true. But it was when I heard the thud of the cub hitting in the floor that I let out a little scream, so you couldn't help it. He heard that and he dragged me out by my arm, and that's when I saw it. It's on the floor next to the old geezer who had been stabbed. A disc, all bright and shiny. A disc!
What do you mean?
Yeah, that's it. The one what the D took off me at the Winterbanks.
So the music box disc was there on the floor of the omnibus.
Off along, McGill had spotted it straight away. Picked it up smartish and stuffed it inside his pocket.
So that disc was in the omnibus 2 months ago at the scene of Mr. Mason's murder?
And the bog trotter told me. I went to a word of it to no one. It was so dark under the seat in that cab. I was straining my ears the whole time. After a while, I heard the door and footsteps inside the cabin.
Presumably that was Mr. McGilded getting aboard.
Nah, not only him.
Oh.
So I could definitely make out the footsteps of 2 people. In that case, it would seem likely that it was Mr. McGilded and the victim.
Thrice fired Mason.
In his testimony during the trial, Mr. McGilded claimed that he slept through the carriage ride. And your own testimony, Gina, supported this. Yeah, well, that's exactly true. All of them was asleep. Hearing him talking the whole time and no voices.
What? What were they talking about?
Oh, I don't know. Sound of the horses on the wheels were too loud. That still tells us something. Mr. McGill and the victim knew each other.
So McGilded was lying, as I suspected.
Too bad we're not Matt Murdock, then we could easily tell if they're lying.
Or Phoenix. Phoenix Wright actually has a fucking similar thing. You know what all the lawyers do, except for Ryunosuke. He doesn't have anything. Bro is just like flying by the seat of his goddamn pants. He doesn't have anything special. You don't got no Magatama or a widget. Or really bulging eyeballs to see things.
I knew it wasn't going to be long before someone raised the alarm and got that the bloke had been killed. Yes, you're quite right. The other passengers on the roof deck noticed very quickly. When the cab came to a stop, McGill told me to idle back under the seat again. Climbed in and waited. 2 cubs from up top ran off to get the coppers.
Oh, he's got a bulging eyes. He just doesn't have the special edition. Yeah, he didn't upgrade to bulging eyes 11. Instead of bulging eyes 10. But everybody knows bulging eyes 97 was one of the best ones. Yeah, Mr. Fairplay and Mr. First.
Right, after they'd gone, Mr. McGill had asked the driver to do him a favour.
A favor?
Now then, fella, what I need you to do is take this coat of mine and deposit it with a nearby pawnbroker. And for your troubles, let's see now, I'll give you 10 guineas.
Nearby pawnbroker? You mean on Baker Street?
You got it. It was Winterbanks. The coachee snapped up the money and ran off to pop this coat off as fast as he could. Then there was no one left in the carriage. Good had opened the box under the seat and let me out of there. But not without conditions. I see.
What were McGilded's conditions, then? For letting you free, I mean.
Not telling a soul, not for anything. about what I saw, what I heard, and there was something else as well.
There's more?
Yeah, this is the most important thing. He said,
Oh, this is cool. I'm after sending the coachman on a little errand for me, with some small change in his hand. Now then, did you hear what I asked of him? See anything at all? At all?
you asked him to go pop your weasel, right?
Aye.
The fiend has taken me over to court to deposit with the pawnbroker whereabouts. I want you, lass, to take the redemption ticket for it. Do you understand? You want me to have the ticket?
That's right. I'll come fetch you from you later. Sometime within the next 2 months. Hang on to it till then, is that clear? Whatever you do, don't lose it.
Alright then. And in the case I might happen to be delayed at all, you're to go to the pawn shop when the bank so it is, and you're to extend the loan before the 2 months is up. If you forget, the article will be forfeited, and any old fiend could come along and buy it. But I ain't got that kind of brass.
It's £5. Should be enough. Do you understand each other, lass? Don't try anything funny now if you go against me.
Yeah, I get it.
Good. And there's one more thing. In a few days from now, you'll be visited by the police, I've no doubt.
The coppers?
Hey, they'll come asking you to take the stand in court to testify as a witness. So let's just have a wee chat about that, shall we? What is it that you might say, and what is it that you won't?
After he'd gone over, I parked it. Got as far away from there as I could. He hid the pawnbroker's ticket in some bushes near the scene. But to fetch it the next day once it got dark.
So McGill had planned it. Coerced Gina into giving false testimony. Oh, whoops.
Ready to string me up, eh? Lord, in that big old courtroom. Told some corkers. Thing is, he said he wouldn't make it so we couldn't live in the East End no more. It's what he threatened me with. What a wicked man. He knew everything what went on in the back slums. He knew he had no one to look after us and we was all just looking out for each other, getting by together. See me, Mr. McGilded would have... In a heartbeat, he could have had the lot of us chased out of there if he wanted. And then where could we have gone, eh? Nowhere, that's where. So, I didn't have a choice.
Thank you, Gina. 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 Guinea. Thank you, Gina, for telling us everything.
But I'm for it now, eh? Go on, admit it. You must be livid.
Well, you can make amends by doing me one simple favor.
A favour? What?
Sign the representation papers for tomorrow's trial.
But, hey!
If you don't actually want me to represent you in court, you can rip it up later. But we need that paperwork or we can't investigate. The police won't let us.
Investigate what?
The scene of the incident last night. Mr. Sholmes was shot, you say.
You what? Oh, he's having a big operation now, Ginny. Is it bad? Is he gonna be alright? Sholmes gonna be alright, right?
Well, that's why I want to investigate, for Mr. Sholmes' sake, as much as anything.
Right. So what you're saying is, if I sign that bit of paper, everyone's happy, is that it?
Something like that. Miss Susato?
Yes, of course. I have the representations right here. don't need no one sticking up for me, though. No law or nothing. Poor Ginny, she seems so lonely. Yes, and perhaps we should come back to visit Ginny when we're done there.
I feel like we finally cracked Gina. She's opened up a bit at last. And now I have her representation papers. No one else knows just what a responsibility that is. Anyway, for now that means Inspector Gregson can't stop us investigating at Windibanks. Although, something tells me he's not going to be happy about it. To be continued? What? That's a to be continued sign? Are you just gonna drop us right back in? If so, like, what was the point? What about Mr. Sholmes? You don't get to go see him in the hospital? Oh, investigation part 4. We're just gonna be right here? Oh, okay. I mean, we could have just moved here if we didn't have to have a whole to be continued. Here we are at the scene of the crime. Now to thrust these representation papers in Gregson's face and see what he makes of them. Alright, before we continue, I'm gonna go get some ice for a drink. I want to fill up my funny cup. I'll be right back. I need to keep hydrated. I always do such a bad job of that. Alright, BRB. Yo, what up? I'm back. I'm back. Bop, 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 ba-da, ba-da, ba. So I wanted to fill that up because my orange juice, it's not getting that cold in my fridge. Maybe it's just like the thick plastic. I don't know. But I have filled up my Hello Kitty cup with lots of ice, and I'm ready to game. I'm gonna need to give it a good wash whenever you put like fucking juice or soda in this. It really fucks it up. But it keeps it nice and cold for ages, so. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ugh. There we are. It's fucking stupid. God damn it. I feel like I might be the only person on the planet who fucks up twisty lids. I put it in wrong like 7 times in a row. There we are. Ah, perfect. Delicious. Hello, Inspector. Do you have a minute? I remembered. I got the BRB up. There we go.
Oh, is it now? You should go home and get some rest.
Here you are, Gregsy. Here are the representation papers.
Your ladyship! Ow! I don't believe it. How the devil did you get that stubborn little ragabash to sign it?
Oh, we made fun of her a couple times.
I salute you. That is good work, that is. Oops.
I can see you've been very busy here as well. Have some tea. It's a special blend designed to relieve fatigue.
Oh, lovely. Well, let's see now. Yeah, I hardly feel tired at all. I'm fit as a fiddle, your ladyship.
Would it be alright if we investigated the scene of the crime then?
Do as you please. You know where it happened? Through that door beyond the counting.
Ba-da-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, the storeroom. That's where I discovered Mr. Windibank and Gina.
Right, well, I'll be getting back to business then.
Will you be investigating in the storeroom as well, Inspector?
If I'm perfectly honest, we need to wrap this up before long. I can't afford to spend too much time on it. For so many items to go through, it's taken forever, even with the lads working around the clock. Which is a problem, because there's another case that the yard needs to investigate urgently.
That must be what Lord Strongheart meant by far more serious matters.
So what I'm saying is, don't get under my feet, sunshine.
Come then, let's not waste any time.
Wep, 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 wep. I kind of want to talk to these blokes. I love suckling on the orange tit. The police are scouring every inch of this place by the look of it.
Instructions from the yard are to examine every article in the shop and every ledger of the book of accounts.
Every article? But that's a ridiculous amount of work, surely.
But we've been hard at it ever since the shop was declared a crime scene in the early hours. We're sifting through all the shifts at last, but still, we'll be working through the night, that's for sure. And even then, we'll barely have even scratched the surface.
A crime and a pawnbroker's. Must be every policeman's worst nightmare.
It's every copper's worst nightmare, you know, a crime and a pawnbrokers.
You really like your gags of me thinking something and then them saying that. You really like that, don't you?
Behind that door. Was the storeroom, ain't it? That's what Grexy said.
Yeah, and that's where I saw that dreadful scene last night. Through the little window in that door. And the hatch is really funny. Chasing the last survivor in the match, and the last person died on a hook as I was in chase, and it literally spawned under my feet, and we both just kind of stopped and looked at each other when they spawned. Alright. Mr. Windibank, face down on the floor, with Gina beside him.
As the accused's legal representative, you have the right to examine the scene, Mr. Naruhodo.
Can you tell Gumshoe that? Please, he won't let me look at the scene, ever. We have to, like, trick him into letting us do it.
We must make a thorough investigation.
Yeah, of course. And we will. Behind that door, that's the real scene of the crime.
Don't worry, if there are clues in there, I'll find them.
I see. Get out of here, Fly. What are you... Get fucking out. You're gonna die soon. It's autumn, bitch. You're about to die to the cold, fucker. I won't be seeing any more of your kind around here anytime soon. Well, I see 2 prominent boxes and one's open. Poor Iris. She's clammed up completely. She's a 10-year-old at a crime scene, Ryunosuke. What did you think? Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, okay, thank you. I did not know what you were talking about. I was just playing along. I was just like, oh yeah, that's cool. It's like, oh, good for you. Pat on the head. That's great. All right, I see. That does make it funnier then.
Iris is bound to find this difficult. After all, Mr. Windibank's life was taken in this very room only last night.
Oh! Wait, Inspector!
How is it now, Sunshine?
He took one look at me and tried to run away.
Think your Scotland Yard inspector would run away from some jumped-up little defence lawyer, do ya? Well... I've never seen her ladyship looking like this before, is the thing. I didn't know what to say to her.
So you weren't running away from me. You were running away from a 10-year-old. Killers can close if they come across it, but sometimes people are nice and give it to the last survivor if they played a good game. Now what you should have done is looked back and forth horizontally, as if imitating no, and then shut the gate and then kill them instantaneously.
I'm afraid this is all a little too much for young Iris. Some gentle reassurance might go a long way, perhaps, Inspector.
Don't trouble yourself unduly, your ladyship. I mean, at least you're not dead, are you?
That is based.
Well, you're not dead, so it's alright.
I don't think that went very well.
Why? No! No, I'm in the middle of an investigation here, so I told you not to get under my feet.
We have investigating to do ourselves. Yeah. I'd like to hear more of what the socially inept inspector has to say.
Oh,
And inquire into how Mr. Shum's operation is going. Well, I'd love to do that right now. I mean... Nope, nothing. Okay. Ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. So, Inspector, what do you make of the crime scene here?
Shh. You got eyes, haven't you? Use them. It is what it looks like. Nothing more, nothing less.
Iris, could you lend me a hand?
so, Gregsy, what do you make of the crime scene here?
Oh, yes, your ladyship. Do you allow me to humbly explain? Last night, shortly after the hour 1 o'clock in the morning, Scotland Yard police attended to the scene. The only door to the storeroom was found locked from the inside.
So it was locked from the inside.
The lock appears to be broken now, though. Was that the police officer's doing?
Quite right, ma'am, quite right. We took the liberty of smashing the door in as humbly as possible.
Ah.
As you can see, the victim was discovered prostrate on the floor. That's wise. Next to the aforementioned body, we discovered the vile gutter child.
Are you talking about Ginny? She's my friend, you know, Inspector.
Miss Lestrade, that hapless girl, was curled up on the floor. Dead to the world.
She's still alive, you know. Yeah, when I saw her, she appeared to be unconscious.
I'm afraid to say she had the gun that was used in her hand.
No!
Nobody could have planted that in her hands. That's impossible. That would never happen. She had to have done it.
Everything to do is when I decide to give someone hatches to down them and then just pick them up and carry them around the whole map while looking for the hatch. Just take them to the hatch, just like, here you go, you fucking idiot. Get in there.
Crawl in there. I won, but I'm giving you an escape. In her pocket, we found the key to the door as well.
The key to the storeroom? And you say the storeroom had been locked from the inside, Inspector?
Correct. All of which leaves her ladyship's friend. Except in a sticky situation, I'm afraid. Obviously, my personal opinion is that it's all some sort of misunderstanding.
Of course it is, Inspector, of course it is.
Craigsy, you know something about Hurley? Is the operation finished? Is Hurley alright? Is he?
The thing is,
Don't mince your words, Inspector, please. You don't mean to say that Mr. Shums is...
No. The operation's done and dusted. It's just that, well...
Out with it!
Yes, ma'am. They use something called a general anesthetic. It's the latest thing, and it's the whole body insensitive.
Whole body? Anesthetized? Is that even possible?
Means the operation can be completed while the patient's fast asleep.
Goodness, in the Empire of Japan, we can just manage by providing laughing gas for a tooth extraction.
Trouble is, the latest thing isn't always the greatest thing, if you follow my meaning. They couldn't get the medication to work at first, so it took hours for them to nod off. So I hear. Now the op's finished, they can't get him to wake up, apparently. I think we overdosed him. It wasn't on purpose, he just wouldn't bloody go to sleep. We kept filling him for more and more drugs, and well, forgot that more drugs means bad news. Oops.
Oh my!
No one knows if the anesthetic's still in the system or if the bloke's just plain exhausted. Anyway, all I can do is stand back and watch until he comes round again. Moment he opens his eyes, your ladyship, I swear I shall get the word to you.
What a surprise. Even in matters life and death, Mr. Sholmes has to do things his way. Yeah, he's just sleeping now. He actually did wake up, but he was like, rolled over and went back to sleep. Do you roll over in a coma? Wait a minute, that just occurred to me. Does one roll over as if they're sleeping in a coma, or is that just... You're just fucking... You may as well be dead, I don't know. Depends on the coma. Drug-induced coma? Me. Yeah, I guess if your subconscious is locked out, because it's your subconscious that turns you over, isn't it? I guess if your subconscious is out of action as well, then, well, fuck. Guess you're fucked. Guess you'll wake up with a mighty sore back. God, I don't want even like a fucking like 2-month coma or something where you can't toss and turn. Oof. Waking up, you're gonna be you're gonna have one mighty pain in the back. Out of all the articles in this storeroom, it's the only thing that shows any sign of being ransacked. Oh. What is it, Iris?
That's the box file that my manuscript was being kept in. Oh.
Iris's unpublished story, The Hound of Baskervilles. Surely that's not what all this is.
We must check inside the box at once. Yeah. It was there. Iris' story was there.
Really, it was? That's good news, isn't it, Iris?
Yeah. I mean, of course I believed early when he said he deposited it here, but still. It's a relief to actually see it.
Really, because that's not a very well hidden frown. Do-do-do-do-do. Look at all these articles that have been deposited. The room's stuffed full of them.
Can't believe how many there are. Bicycle, a gramophone, a musical instruments, even some enormous paintings. Look.
Pieces of different people's lives, quietly gathering dust here together. Something very peaceful about the atmosphere in here. Or at least there would be, if not for the chalk outline on the floor and the policeman shuffling around.
Not much I can do about that, Sunshine.
Well, you could try not to get your fish and chip crumbs on the floor.
Not much I can do about that, Sunshine.
Right. This is a revolver, a real one.
And quite possibly the murder weapon used to take Mr. Winterbank's life. What's the matter, Susie? You look like you're about to faint. It's just that I've really seen a gun in the flesh.
And I've had issues with guns in the past. But anyway, we saw Mr. Winterbank with this yesterday, didn't we? Yeah, is that his one? Must be the same gun. From last night, when I looked through the spy hole in the door to the storeroom here. I That was the same gun I saw in Gina's sand.
Mr. Winterbank told us he had only ever had a single bullet loaded in his revolver, didn't he? Oh, it's empty now. One and only bullet he had in his gun had been fired.
So I can be fairly certain that only a single shot was fired from this revolver. Did that get added to evidence? For some reason, no. Is there a piece of evidence on the gun that is important that you're withholding from me? For specifications unknown? The police have marked the position of the body with a chalk outline.
Poor Mr. Winterbank. He was a nice old man.
Well, he was shot just once through the heart. Most likely the fellow died instantly. He wouldn't have felt a thing.
I may well be able to help with that.
What?
Nothing like the sight of blood to get that blood pumping, is there, Bruno?
I have a feeling I'm not as bloody-minded as you, Iris.
I'm afraid the sight of blood makes my blood run cold. No, you haven't, you see? When it comes to blood, we're all different types.
Yeah, what a scientific observation.
So you need this.
Uh-oh. What is that scary-looking thing?
I haven't actually come up with a name for it yet. But as soon as you see it in action...
Okay, have you guys... Did you guys invent luminol canonically in the Ace Attorney universe?
Watch!
Oh my god, you created luminol... Okay, that's canon then? That's canon. These fucking dipshits made luminol? Wow. That's awesome. That's good world building right there.
Does it make sense now?
Yeah, I'm starting to understand. It's better. Well, they had to, you know, dumb it down for the mass production, of course.
God works on the principle that different people have different types of blood, you see? Yes, how wonderful! A chemical fires combines with the blood and makes it change colour. So you can identify whose blood it is you're looking at. In a flash!
Alright, is that even a real thing?
Oh, what a fabulous invention, Iris! Isn't it? I bet Jenny would say it's bleeding great!
So, whose blood are we looking at then?
This must be Mr. Winterbank's blood.
Yeah, this is where he was shot, so can't be any question of that.
As long as I have Regent, that's sure.
Oh, cool. Pop Winterbank. Blue. The Hound of the Baskervilles. How does Sato-san know the title of this unpublished story? So I'll just have to wait until she's ready to explain it to me.
So sorry.
I wish you could actually see her signature. I want to look at that little stamp. I guess I can't. Well, I didn't remember seeing any other blood except for the disc. That's the last thing I remember having blood on. Can I show him this? Da 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 da.
Is that what I think it is? Your ladyship's latest?
Yeah, the latest story. It's called The Hound of the Baskervilles.
Most fascinating title, your ladyship. Fascinating. Oh, I don't suppose. Would there be any mention of your humble self in the tale this time?
Good question. I can't really remember.
I see. Well, why would you, your ladyship? I'll just wait for its publication with eager anticipation.
Oh, you needn't worry, Inspector. I'm sure if you do appear, you won't be doing anything particularly remarkable.
You're going to be arrested, Sunshine.
I didn't mean it like that. Even if I did, you wouldn't have bitten her ladyship's head off, would you? Inspector, what do you make of this?
Yeah, whatever here then, a redemption ticket for an article deposited here, is it? Someone ran out of the office stationery and wrote a ticket on whatever paper was handed.
Yeah, this is the ticket for Mr. McGilda's overcoat. The one that little diver turned up with yesterday.
You actually know it's not.
Oh, wait, what? Rewind.
Hey, this is the ticket for Miss McGilda's overcoat, the one the little diver turned up in yesterday.
Oh, actually, no, it's not.
Really? You think you know better than me, do you?
No, I didn't mean it like that,
That's right, Greg. See, it isn't the same ticket.
Of course it isn't. Of course it isn't. I'll never tell you, your ladyship. So, what's all this about then, if I might be so bold as to ask?
This is a sucking ticket.
A chicken one. Seems that Mr. McGilda, in fact, had another article in storage here at Windibanks.
Is that right?
I think we need to discuss this further with the inspector, Mr. Naruhodo.
This ticket was in one of the pockets of Mr. McGilda's overcoat.
You mean to tell me?
Yeah, that was more than just the music box disc, it seems.
Oh, sure insisted on the lads taking it back to the yard and examine it properly.
Well, according to the details on this ticket, Mr. McGilda deposited another article here with Mr. Windibank.
I can see it written here, small box here, was it?
Do you have any idea where it is, Gregsy? Any idea at all? It's another article belonging to Mr. McGilda. It could be an important clue.
Well, yeah, I suppose it could be. Stop looking at me with those big turquoise eyes of hope and expectation. There's too much pressure. I'll lose me marbles here. I'll go barking.
Well, now's no time for dog impressions, Inspector.
It's enough sauce from you, Sunshine. Just one thing that springs to mind. According to this ticket, the redemption deadline's already passed, hasn't it?
Yeah, of course. Article's only here for 2 months. The smallpox will no longer be here then?
That's right. been forfeited.
Which means it could be on the shelves in the front of the shop, where the forfeited items are offered for sale.
Yeah, the shelves are in the front. We must search them at once.
You're wasting your time.
Oh,
There's dozens of little boxes out there, hundreds even.
That's what Big Boss said earlier.
Can't possibly know which one of them might have been Mr. McGilda's. That information's not written on the ledger.
Well, I mean, you do have your guys examining every single item in the room, so if you find it, then you find it.
I think we should have at least a look, just in case.
Of course, your ladyship, of course. How very sensible of you, I'm sure.
It's getting old. This is getting old.
Wep, 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 wep.
This officer has been staring intently at the wall since before we came in here. Oh, hey, look at that. There's... Whoa! Someone shot the calendar.
Keep it down.
Oh, sorry.
Major clue just here.
Really? Then we must tell Grexy at once.
As soon as I report it, that'll be it. We're stuck here even longer.
Stuck here? What do you mean?
I've been home in 2 days already. I need another constable to relieve me and take over my shift.
Yeah, they really have a tough time, the British police.
That doesn't stop us investigating, though, does it?
No, I suppose not. Fairly sure it was the calendar he was peering at. Look here!
Oh, yeah! A bullet.
Sorry.
Oh, yes, a bullet hole. I can see the bullet still lodged in the wall.
Presumably Mr. Windibank wasn't practicing with his revolver in his spare time. Especially since there's blood splattered over it.
Oh, well. Mr. Shulms likes to practice in his drawing room whenever he can. He's very patriotic like that.
Sorry?
All there in the Adventures of Sherlock Sholmes, you know. Isn't that right, Iris? Oh, did I write something like that? Partly in jest, perhaps. In jest. Well, he doesn't do it often. It's quite a dangerous pastime.
He doesn't do it often. He shouldn't even do it once.
Forget that for now, Rue. Now let's examine the bullet.
Yep.
Ah, this is where I come in.
Oh, right. If the blood changes to the same color as the sample from the storeroom, we'll know that it's Mr. Windibank's blood.
Exactly. Here we go then.
It's green. Hmm?
It's a completely different color to that of Mr. Windibank's blood. It just goes to show, things don't always go according to plan, do they? Nevertheless, we must add the sample to the results of the other blood analysis.
We don't know whose it is, though, right? That little doodad can't do that. Yeah, unknown. The unknown. Green blood. It just seems wrong somehow.
Ah, there are all sorts of different colours. You think pinks and purples too, you know. Like I said, everyone's blood is different.
I wonder what color my blood would turn out. Actually, I don't want to know. Not until you find the guy that bleeds green. Alright, where's Bruce Banner? Where is he? Where's he at?
I'm hulking out! I'm hulking it! I'm hulking my shit!
Ba-da, ba-da. Alright. Thank you. So no, I can't show it to you. Vep. 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 Here we go. We didn't look at this. There's the article ledger here and Mr. Winterbank's notes and... What's this? Looks as though someone has left a little photographic print behind. Same one!
Look on the back. There's some writing. What is there? Show us, Susie. Show us.
One gentleman's overcoat. A gentleman's overcoat for £1. Clearly it was a very fine cone. Cone? It was a very fine coat. In fact, I think.
Yeah, this must be the ticket for the overcoat that Ginny redeemed yesterday.
I'm still wearing. It belongs to Mr. McGilded. Never have expected the redemption ticket to be handwritten on the back of a photograph, though.
Seems Mr. Winterbank just used whatever piece of paper he happened to have at hand.
This photograph of a cat looks very familiar, doesn't it? I'm sure I've seen the same picture somewhere recently.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Very recently. It's the same as the one that Ginny gave us earlier.
Of course, I was forgetting that she gave us that print. What are you waiting for, Mr. Naruhodo? Whip it out. Come on. We're waiting. Well, it's slightly different. One that gets looking slightly to the left, and one that he's looking straight ahead.
Hehe, I got it. These two photographs hide an amazing secret.
The secret? What does she mean?
Must tell us, Iris, at once. Do you really want to know?
Yes, we need you to tell us all you can about this pair of photographs. So Iris, about these two photographic prints. The one we found here in Mr. Winterbank's counter and the one that Gina gave us before. What's the amazing secret you mentioned that is hidden between the two photographic prints?
Actually, that's not quite right.
Sorry?
If you look carefully, the two prints aren't the same and not exactly.
They're not?
Have another look at them now.
Cross my eyes? Oh, okay.
See that they're just slightly different from one another?
I think so. It's very subtle, though. Not really, it's a completely different camera angle. The snowman's in a completely different fucking aspect ratio, dude. Hers way thicker on the left.
What's the reason for the subtle difference between the two prints? Well, that's because they're a set, you see.
No, I don't.
This pair of photographs is meant to be used in a stereoscope. Everyone in London is raving about them at the moment.
Oh, a stereoscope. Why do I feel as though I've heard that word before recently?
Well, yeah, that's what Mr. Shum showed us yesterday. See, there it is, just over there.
Oh, yeah, of course, that magical machine that makes pictures look almost real.
Well, actually, it's quite possible to see the same depth in pictures even without one of those contraptions.
What? Really?
Put on these 3D glasses. Do you know how a flat photographic print can appear to have depth in the first place? No, I have no idea. Oh, how wonderful! Then I'll be able to tell you.
Should we let her explain, though? We really need to carry on investigating the scene.
I, for one, simply have to know.
Oh boy.
Have you ever considered, Bruno, how our eyes see depth in the world around us?
Well, I just opened them, and it works.
But the reason it works is because you have 2 eyes.
2 eyes? Shocking.
If you try closing just one at a time, I think you'll see straight away. What you see with your left eye, and what you see with your right eye are ever so slightly different. You get a different view from each eye. Yes, the position of the object seems to shift slightly. Exactly! And your brain uses that shift to estimate depth as it merges the 2 views into one. That's how we can sense depth in everything we see.
My brain really is amazing, isn't it? It does so much without even telling me.
I think I see. So the pair of photographs consist of a left eye view and a right eye view. Is that right? Oh, well done, Susie. You're so quick.
So if you can persuade your brain to merge the 2 pictures together in your head, you'll be able to see the depth in these prints?
Yes, Bruno. You're beginning to understand.
And a stereoscope's function is to act as your brain and allow you to do just that.
Yeah, but as long as you have 2 images, 2 eyes, and 1 brain, you can actually do it yourself without needing a stereoscope at all.
You can? Really?
Let's try it. Let's see if you can view this pair of prints without the help of a stereoscope. Oh, yes, I'm dying to give it a go.
Sato-san really loves this kind of thing.
Need to be able to cross your eyes. That's the main thing. Can you do that?
Cross my eyes? I think I can.
Watch me and see if you can copy. Make your eyes do this.
Yeah, I can do that.
Are you ready, Mr. Naruhodo? There, how's that? Wonderful, it's your turn, Bruno. The trick is to concentrate on looking at the bridge of your nose with both eyes at the same time.
I need you both to keep your mouths shut, just for my sanity, please. Not exactly an easy task when 2 people are staring at you cross-eyed.
Oh, that's enough practice. Let's try looking at the prints. Start by staring at 1 print and slowly crossing your eyes. You should see 2 overlapping images like this.
Yep. Did the print split at... Sorry.
Did it split into 2 images for you? Now the next step is to put the pair of prints side by side like this. And try crossing your eyes again. Prints should slowly merge together.
That wasn't working for me. At least when I do it, the entire fucking screen is blurred. I don't know. Is that how that's supposed to work? vision completely blurs when I cross my eyes. I can't see anything. Yeah, maybe it's harder when it's on a monitor. Oh yeah, if it's like right next to your face, it probably works. Having it be like on a screen far away is just like, okay, this is completely fucked. I can't see anything. But I can cross my eyes. Like, I can do it like in and out.
They form a new single image in the center. Oh, yes! Mr. Naruhodo, it works! I can see it in the middle now. It looks so real! I could look at it all day.
I can't look at you all day. I wouldn't advise that. Your eyes might start to hurt.
Your turn right now.
I'm gonna go right next to the screen. No, it doesn't work. Oh, wait. Oh, like, kinda. No, it doesn't work. I don't. Nothing's happening. I can't see shit. It is less blurry when I do it. Oh, wait. It's working. Wait, hold on. I gotta hold it. If I do it at the right angle. Oh, kind of. Almost. It's not going in the middle. It's not going in the middle of my vision. It's on both sides. I can't see it proper. It's not merging into one. Damn it. I'm not special. But I can still cross my eyes, though. Wait, it kind of is. I'm trying so hard. Maybe it's because it's too big. Maybe it's too big, it doesn't work. I don't know. Well.
There, you managed it! So now you know how stereoscopic images work. Well, I don't know who discovered it, but it really is quite extraordinary.
Did it work for you guys? If you're on a phone, it might have been easier to do it. It didn't work for me. I can cross my eyes, but I couldn't get it to work. Maybe I have to hold it for longer? Maybe it's the positioning. Maybe I'm crossing my eyes wrong. But I'm pretty sure I'm doing it correctly.
What do you think of these stereoscopic prints then, Runo?
It's certainly amazing, but it isn't easy. But it isn't easy to get the knack of viewing them properly.
Nah, some people find it easier than others. That's why contraptions like this exist, for people who find it tricky. Oh, I recognize that. We saw one over there yesterday, didn't we? If I remember correctly, you press this little knob here. Then set the pair of photographs in the stand in the back.
It's still amazing, even though I know roughly how it works now.
Well, London seems to agree with you. Stereoscopes are very popular at the moment. You can find one of these folding contraptions in lots of houses in the capital currently.
But if these little machines are so affordable, surely there's no need to go around staring cross-eyed at pictures like you hate them. Oh yeah, wait, I wear glasses. Maybe that fucks it up to some degree? I don't know. But then without my glasses, I can't see anything, so... I think it's blurry, you know, when I'm looking directly at my fucking inside of my own head. Without my glasses, it'd be like looking at nothing.
It's much more satisfying to be able to get the effect with your own eyes. Well, I think so in any case.
Stereoscopic pictures. I never even heard of them until yesterday. We certainly learned a lot about them, but I wonder if it's knowledge that I'll ever actually need. Nope. Just like school. Are we quite done then? Was that all bonus? Did I not need to do that?
I don't know if you've noticed, but there's something rather troubling here.
I have noticed.
The red smear.
Yeah, looks like blood. Well, in that case,
Yes, we need Iris.
show this to her before we forget. Whoops.
This looks like blood.
I would say it's from a gloved finger. Almost certainly a glove made of leather.
Well, don't worry, Runo. You can leave the rest to me.
This is probably gonna be green. Oh no, there's the purple. Look at that.
Yeah, that's a colour we haven't seen before, isn't it? We simply must add it to the portfolio of blood samples. It could be an important clue. Although, it would be nice to find out whose blood these different colors correspond to at some point.
Well, this particular stain of blood.
Oh, you've had an idea, haven't you? Do you know whose blood this is?
Well, I was gonna say no idea. Oop, 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 oop. I mean, probably McGilded's blood, maybe? He had gloves on. Is he even on my list right now? Nope. No idea. How could I? We don't have a known sample of the same color. Without that, it's impossible to know.
How very vexing. I wonder.
What?
Well, it's true that the colour doesn't help us. What about considering how the mark came to be there in the first place? I have an idea about that. Mightn't you, Runo?
Who's Runo? Keep staring at me like that. No.
Try it again, shall we? You should definitely know. We've given you all the clues, you silly goose. We've given you all the clues, you fucking bastard. Figure it out already. That's right, I think it's clear. You first, Runo. Who do you think it belongs to?
The blood of Magnus McGilded.
Mr. McGilded?
Yeah, after all, this redemption ticket belonged to him.
Oh, you don't think... You mean that during the incident on the omnibus?
Yeah, I expect so. It's very clear print and no small amount of blood. So it must have resulted from a fairly serious accident, such as he might have sustained on the omnibus.
Wait, but if I remember rightly, no sign of injury was found on Mr. McGilded at all.
Oh.
I'm trying to work out where the blood came from, so we can rule out anybody who hasn't been bleeding straight away.
Yeah, I suppose we can, you know. I was just thinking of people who had gloves. He was bleeding at the time? I guess it could have been Mason. He was bleeding.
Yes, I'm very sure of yourself the way you trailed off there.
Well, it was 2 months ago now, that case. Of course, I never met the victim, so I'm struggling to remember his name. He's definitely thrice fired, though.
The victim of the omnibus case? Yeah, his name was indeed Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason. That would mean that this bloodstain...
You know, the way that he said the name as well in his dialogue just made it feel like there wasn't any real obvious hint that it was him who had who held it, even though they're like, "Oh, you should know." And then Marino's he's like, was it the thrice-fired Mason? I don't know. That was 2 months ago. I'm forgetting. I'm getting old, you guys. I don't remember anything."
Was that on the ticket 2 months ago?
Yeah, I think it was. Tina brought this ticket here to Windibanks yesterday. I'm suggesting that the bloodstain was already on it at the time.
Does this mean blood from the time that Mr. Mason was killed 2 months ago? Something else is coming back to me now. Mr. McGilden was also wearing leather gloves that night.
Now ask us, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush out a fella bleeding from his stomach? Wasn't about to start worrying about me gloves now, was I? I reached to give the man a hand.
It certainly does look like a leather glove, a leather-gloved thumbprint, this mark. We now know that Mr. McGilden had no injuries at the time anywhere on his body, from which we can conclude that any blood on the glove belonged to the victim, Mr. Mason.
Mr. Naruhodo, you sound just like Mr. Sholmes.
Minus the quirky slip-ups, I hope?
Yeah, I think you're right, Bruno. Very well, let's make a note of this.
Fantastic. I dropped my cube.
Ding dong,
I nearly jumped out of my skin. How could Mr. Windibank have set such a wicked trap?
I doubt he set it out to scare anyone.
Is that really the time? I think perhaps we should pay Gina another visit soon.
Oh?
Her trial's tomorrow. We must establish whether or not you'll be defending her. I think we should ask her one more time. She may have changed her mind.
How many jurors do you think you recognize in the trial? Every single one. Bro, I think Phoenix Wright and Apollo are gonna be on the jury. Turnabout time travel is gonna come back to bite me in the ass.
Told her she could rip up the representation papers if she didn't want you to be a lawyer.
Really? Did I say that?
Yes, you did. The deadline for submitting the paperwork is fast approaching.
In that case, we would hurry back to the prison and ask her again. The entire Right and Kill law has got called for jury duty. That would be funny. That would be funny if they were on the jury, but they can't. I mean, not if you're like participating. But I guess they could technically hear because they don't. You know, we ain't got nothing to do with each other. You know that they know of. Can't have no conflicts of interest here. Ah, Gina, good. You're back.
Oh! The police have finished questioning her then. Oh, how was it, Ginny? Was it awful? It didn't bother me.
Thank you for the papers you signed before. It meant we were able to investigate at Windibanks.
Right. Don't you want to know how we got on? We're never so busy.
It would be. Yeah, it would be funny if that were the case. But I mean, I don't know if you can get called up to be a jury if your boss is the defender, is the defense. I don't know if that can happen. I think that is like a conflict of interest, but it would be cool. Because then she's inclined to side with Mr. Right. Like, she could promise to be impartial, but, you know. That's Ace Attorney. You can just bend the rules a little bit. What am I talking about? Just bend the rules. Just be like, oh, we'll make this one exception for you. Because we can't find another juror because we're lazy as fuck. Bias is built into the system. You know what? That's facts. That's built in. That's true.
What's the point in asking?
Ah,
Won't change what everyone's saying that I did it. That's not...
Gina, we came to ask for your final decision
What decision?
about tomorrow's trial. Will you let me defend you or not? Is this her blushing, by the way? I can't really tell. It's very light, but I think... Kinda? Bro's, like, so pale, you can't even see the fucking blood rush to her cheeks. Because she's literally a vampire. I must submit the paperwork now if you'd like Mr. Oh.
I must submit the paperwork now if you'd like Mr. Naruhodo to represent you. Oh, I see.
We lost her fight all of a sudden. But I know what that feels like. The worry's just so hard to bear.
Oh, alright then. Blimey, give it a rest with those R's, Iris. Oh, come on then, fill us in. Who done it? Fortunately, we don't know that yet. You don't say. We don't know yet, Gina. But Mr. Naruhodo and all of us know that you're innocent of this crime.
While we haven't managed to work out who the real culprit is, there are a number of interesting facts that we may have, we've managed to establish.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Well, for example, the reason for you being here in the first place. Oh, the reason for you being there in the first place. I think I might know why you broke into Windibanks that night. You thrust it into her face. I don't like the way you said that.
We already have the representation papers and documents we need.
All we have to do is hand them to the court clerk. That is, if you'll allow me to represent you in court.
Don't bother. Ginny. Whip them up and chuck them, would you? Them representation papers or whatever they're called. So fancy enough to have a bin.
So what will you do in court tomorrow?
I'll be fine on my own. I don't think you will be. Look, it don't matter. What's gonna happen is gonna happen.
There's one stubborn pickpocket. We found this at in Mr. Windibank's storeroom. A manuscript of Iris's latest story.
Yeah, right, well, that's good then.
Curiously, the storeroom at Windibank showed no sign of being ransacked for items of value or the like. With one exception. The box file that housed this manuscript. It was you, wasn't it, Gina, who broke open the box containing the manuscript last night? You were determined to find out whether or not the Hound of Baskervilles was really there. That's the real reason you broke into the storeroom last night, isn't it?
Ah!
Why don't you tell us what happened? Please.
Alright, yeah. It's Baskerville's Story's latest Sholmes adventure, right? But it ain't been printed yet. So I figure it's gotta be worth a fair few pieces of silver, right? Oh yes, at least £5,000. Ah!
So you intended to sell Iris's manuscript, did you?
No, Jenny, how could you? Oh, wait, no, hang on. Of course I wasn't gonna sell it. All I want to do is find out if the mental script, or whatever you call it, was really there or not. It's the only really reason I was in that place. For Iris's sake, isn't that right?
We knew why you'd done it from the start, Gina. Of course we did.
What? I knew you wouldn't do anything mean like that, Jenny. I just knew it.
I saw the manuscript in the storeroom. It reminded me of what you said the night before. Let's have 3 flashbacks to remember it, shall we?
Oh, Jenny, that's so sweet of you. Alright, alright. I'll tell you why I did it. Stop looking at me like that, Iris. It wasn't because of Iris, that's not why I did it. I just wanted to know the truth, that's all. You want to know if Mr. Sholmes was being honest? If he'd really deposited the manuscript at Winterbanks? It's like I told you the night before. I never had a father. But Iris's lot ain't like mine. She's got her dad, and she can't see him. I reckon that's got to be harder. That's why she writes her stories. They're about her dad, really. It's what it sounded like to me, anyway. At night, when I was listening to what he was saying. Stories about Daddy.
You mean they're not the adventures of the great detective? So much as the adventures of a great detective and his trusty partner?
Well, that's how I see it, yeah. You're so thoughtful and so kind, Ginny. Yes, and we never thought any differently, did we? Look, give it a rest, will ya? I hate all this chovy nonsense you hear. I hate it. I don't trust no one, alright? That's how I work. Because if you don't trust no one can let you down. So leave me alone. Go on, scupper.
I hadn't noticed until now, but it's unmistakable. Right there on both sleeves of that overcoat. Yeah, I was about to say, is that intentional? Yes. Blood. Some very suspicious red stains.
Oh, why are you looking at me like that?
Might be worth presenting some of our other findings in that area to Gina now. Oops. These stains on the sleeves of your new coat, Gina. They're blood, aren't they? Not that I know whose blood yet.
Ah! Blood, Mr. Naruhodo?
You don't appear to have any obvious wounds yourself, though. So could it be blood that spattered from Mr. Winterbank when he was shot last night?
Why, let's not beat around the bush here. This trusty friend of mine will get the results much faster than anything else. Hey, take it easy, Iris. Don't move, Ginny. I'm gonna shoot.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It does work like luminol too. Because Tor did not see that blood.
Oh my.
What the? Forget the sleeves. The whole coat's covered in blood. Wonder who blood that is? Whoa, I mean... I think it's actually Splatoon ink. I think a Splatfest is among us. Of course, the black color of the fabric was masking the stains. That's why we haven't seen them until now.
And the blood reacted with a chemical to turn it a purple color. Which matches one of the samples we've collected already. Yes, now let's say you had the purple blood. Oh, yeah, that's right, it was the brickmaker, Mr. Mason, the victim of the murder case 2 months ago.
I knew it.
What are you all on about? The victim? What do you mean? It's a rather uncomfortable situation, Mr. Naruhodo, but I think this makes things quite clear. It means that the omnibus case is finally solved. The truth about who really murdered the brickmaker, Mr. Mason, is revealed.
Aw, man, you mean my not guilty verdict's gonna get overturned? Aw, that's what let me practice here in the first place. Oh.
Oh, will someone explain what's going on? Stop telling half a story.
We can now see that the victim's blood is all over Mr. McGilded's overcoat.
Well, in the trial 2 months ago, the defendant said that this in his testimony. Now I ask you, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush down with a fella bleeding from his stomach? I wasn't about to start worrying about me gloves now, was I? I reached out to give the man a hand.
But if you look at this overcoat now, it's clear. These stains couldn't have arisen from Mr. McGilded trying to pull the victim to his feet.
Now, if that's what really happened, the blood wouldn't have splashed all over the front of the coat.
The only explanation for this pattern of blood is that it splattered over Mr. McGilded's overcoat when he stabbed the victim in the stomach. I tried to run from the truth for long enough. There's no escaping it now. The true culprit in that case, Mr. Mason's killer, was Mr. Magnus McGilded.
Mr. Naruhodo?
That horrible case is solved at last. And I helped that man walk free from that trial. Well, did you though? Did he really walk free?
I used all that twisted testimony and all that sham evidence to prove his innocence.
Oh, yeah, we did. Yeah, he didn't walk very far from it. He didn't even leave the courthouse. How could I have possibly let that happen? Fake testimony. Tampering with evidence. Getting rid of evidence.
Oh no, did you believe him though? Did you believe Mr. McGilder was innocent?
I believed, or rather, I think I was trying to believe. I wanted to. Because believing in those you represent in court is a defense lawyer's greatest weapon.
A weapon? Well, now that I know he got the bloody fucker off, now I want your bloody defense. Gosh, if you got him off, I'd love to be lit off.
Before I came to Great Britain, a great friend of mine taught me a valuable lesson.
I mean, Kazuma-sama?
Listen, Ryunosuke. We lawyers are only human. We can't know for sure what is the truth and what is a lie. Which is why we must resort to our primary weapon. An unwavering belief in our clients. It's all we really have. Unwavering belief? Only when we fully, truly believe that what our clients tell us can we fight with everything we have for their cause. In any battle, there can be no victory without faith. So I believe you, unwaveringly. What's funny, Gina?
Cool. Sounds like in this Empire Japan you come from, everyone must be soft. Ah, come on. Look at the mess it's got you into. Believing in that bog trotter.
Yeah, I inadvertently helped a murderer walk free.
At least you learnt your lesson now, eh? Believing in people's never worth it. Someone always stabs you in the back in the end. As soon as you let your guard down, you've had it. Take a leaf out of my book. Believe no one, get hurt by no one. Gina, may I ask you something? What? I'd just like to make absolutely sure. What would you like us to do with these representation papers for tomorrow's trial? How many times have I said it? Rip them up and chuck them away. Are you really sure that's what you want? I bet it's what he wants all now. Mr. I'm a believer lawyer over there.
Don't make me start. Don't make me play the song from Shrek 1.
Don't forget it was me in that trial 2 months ago. I led everyone up the garden path, didn't I? Are you telling me you can believe me after that? Not likely. Huh, Mr. Naruhodo?
A lawyer's primary weapon is his unwavering belief in his clients. Ultimately, it comes down to whether or not I feel I can trust Gina after everything that's happened. Of course we trust her! She's a sweetheart! You got threatened, bro! You got- Ow! Fuck! My toe! Ow! Fuck! You got threatened to make that. You didn't make that over your own fucking free- Fuck! Ow! Sorry, let me say that again. Preferably without stubbing my toe. Please allow me to represent you in tomorrow's trial.
Are you half-baked?
Not at all. You've not once admitted to committing the crime, have you? What's more, I believe that you're telling me the truth.
Seriously, Mr. Naruhodo, didn't you hear all what I said before? I'm a born liar. Fibs just trip off my tongue. I'm a diver, don't forget. I pulled the wool over your eyes 2 months ago and got you in all sorts of trouble. Why would you ever trust me now? I just don't get it. Gina, I do understand why you choose not to put your trust in others, but I assure you there's more to your life than you realize. What do you mean? The world we live in is full of people you would do very well to trust. People who won't ever let you down.
It's true that I'm just a student of law, and I'm certainly lacking in courtroom experience. But I can promise you this. Whatever happens, and until my very last breath, I'm completely on your side.
What'd you expect me to say to that? Then it's decided. I'll take these papers now and carry out the necessary preparations for tomorrow's trial. It'd be a shame to throw them away now after it's been penned with your name so beautifully. See what you like. You Eastern Law, I don't know what you are. I don't get ya.
No. Tina's taking herself off back to her cell. She'd never admit it, but I hope she's feeling relieved. That turned out alright in the end, I think.
Whoever's hiding there, show yourself at once. Eavesdropping is the height of cowardice.
Miss Susato?
Somebody's there in the shadows. I can sense it. Somebody who wasn't there before.
What?
Blimey, you're sharp, eh?
Yep.
Suppose you were using one of those mystic Japanese arts like the art of stealth I've heard so much about.
Well, if anyone was being stealthy, it was you, Inspector.
Grigsy!
Oh dear me, I'm most terribly sorry, your ladyship. Didn't mean to startle you.
How long have you been listening in on our conversation?
Good grief, listening in? No. I just got word that there were some visitors who were refusing to leave even though it was after hours. I assure you, your ladyship, I only just arrived this very minute, not a moment later. That's all it is. Nothing untoward, nothing at all.
After hours? Is it that late already?
So then, I'm to excuse myself now, your ladyship. Ta-ta, toodaloo, cheerio, all the best, bye and bye.
It's a lot of farewells, not one of them appropriate for a ladyship.
Oh, but I wanted to have a chat.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, but time is pressing at the minute.
I see. Oh, that's a shame.
If I don't get this emergency at the Supreme Court dealt with sharpishly, then Lord Strongheart will, well...
Emergency!
Lord Strongheart?
Oh, no, forget I said anything. Anyway, I'm off.
All right, Grigsy. If you have to, let's chat soon.
Delighted, charming, can't wait, if you please, but pleasure.
It's a lot of pleasantries. I'm not sure one of them sounded sincere.
Oh, Grigsy's so funny. He says such silly things.
Certainly entertaining to see the inspector of the police fawning to a 10-year-old girl. A little disturbing. But anyway, I wonder what this emergency at the Supreme Court is.
Must attend to the court clerk's office now before it closes.
Yeah, of course. Thank you, Miss Susato.
Kindly escort Iris home now, Mr. Naruhodo. I shall meet you there later.
You've been running for 4 minutes? What are you talking about? I'm not running. What are you yapping about, Watch? I burned 64 calories. Let's go. I burned 64 calories shaking my dice up and down. Wow. And so our investigation came to an end. Sato-san went to file the necessary papers for my defense of Gina the following day. And then it hit me. I could no longer suppress the wretched feeling that had been gnawing away at my insides. Tomorrow, Susato-san would be leaving Britain and making her way back to Japan.
Naruhodo-san, it's been a very trying day, hasn't it? I do hope you're not too exhausted.
What about you, Susato-san? Today's been even more trying for you, I'm sure. Shims was shot before our eyes, Gina was arrested. All in the back of the news that her father has fallen ill. I hope your father recovers soon.
Thank you for your kind words. I wonder why it is that so many thoughts rage in my head like a storm. And yet, I seem unable to find the words to express any of them.
I know exactly what you mean.
Anyway, I have one final task to complete as your judicial assistant. Once that is done, I shall make preparations for my departure tomorrow.
One final task. Eh?
It's just 2 months since we arrived in London, but we've managed to establish this office. It's finally feeling as though we were settling in. I would be lying if I said I felt no regret.
I'm so sorry, Susato-san.
It's just so sudden. I really don't know what to think. I've had no time to gather my thoughts.
I know we've only been here for a short time, but in my limited experience of the courtroom, I feel like I've learned something.
And what would that be?
Seems to me there are many facets to people's personalities.
Facets?
Like a jewel, the light plays off of them in complex patterns, illuminating their actions and their motives. And we see only a small number of the total facets, and what is illuminated is only a part of the whole story. What lies in the shadows? What do those facets we cannot see look like? Perhaps there's some parts we'll never lay our eyes on, for as long as we live.
That's so true. That do be so true, though. He do be spitting them facts.
Please never speak like that again.
Sometimes I feel as though I'm
Blind to so much. But I keep hoping that one day it will all become clear. That all the facets will be illuminated, and I'll finally understand how everything fits together.
Naruhodo-san.
I suppose what matters is that we keep our eyes open and keep moving forward, even if the way sometimes seems dark.
It's amazing to think it's just been 2 months. You've grown so much.
Sorry, I've what?
Oh, no, it was nothing. Unimportant.
Do you know what time you'll leave London in the morning?
Yes, I picked up my ticket earlier. I shall be leaving here at 4 a.m.
That's like in 2 hours. It's like 2 a.m. I see, well. I'll escort you to the station.
Absolutely not.
Sorry?
I'm sure you realize why I couldn't possibly let you do that. You have a very important day ahead of you tomorrow.
Gina's trial. Yeah, I know, but
Every word you utter will have the potential to determine Gina's fate. You must get as much rest as possible. Even though, like me, I'm sure you'll find it hard to sleep. But please, for me, do try.
you mentioned one final task a moment ago. What did you mean?
Oh, my, I nearly forgot. Please, I want you to have this.
What is that? Some huge bundle of documents?
It's my notes from the case 2 months ago. The murder that was committed on the omnibus.
The gilded case.
It seems to me that this case of Mr. Winterbank's murder, on which Gina is accused, is very much tied up with the omnibus case, in ways that are not completely apparent. So I took the liberty of consolidating my writings about the case for you.
With everything else she's had to think about, Susato-san still managed to do this. All neatly laid out for me in her beautiful handwriting.
It was my pleasure. I can only hope that it will bolster your case tomorrow for Gina.
Thank you so much, Susato-san. I'll do my best to use it wisely. You really are the best judicial assistant in the world.
Well, that's extremely flattering. But I'm sorry to say that I've been a complete failure.
Sorry? I didn't quite catch what you said there.
Yeah, ignore me. I was just mumbling to myself. I'm gonna kill myself. I haven't done anything. I'm a failure. Stupid dad for getting stupid sick. Just wish he would have fucking died. Well, it's getting rather late. I think you should go to bed now, Mr. Naruhodo-san. I must finish packing up my things in my room.
Susato-san,
I wish you the very best of luck tomorrow. Good night.
Wait! There's something I need to say.
Teacher!
What was that?
A secret technique of mine. A Susato shutdown.
Shut down?
Please, I implore you. If we have to voice our goodbyes,
I won't be able to hold back my tears.
Sada-san, you could have done that without breaking my leg. Ah! Guess I'll just sleep on the floor. Truly had been a trying day. On our feet for hours, getting Gina to open up to us, learning the truth about the nemesis of that case. Physically and mentally, I was exhausted. And yet the idea of sleep seemed impossible. Oops. The screen blurring was him getting teary-eyed. Yeah, probably because of all the pain of being thrown to the ground and having all of his ribs broken. Definitely not emotional. No, of course not. Not because his only friend, you know, is leaving. Especially since his last one died horrifically by being pushed into a bed. Slightly. A slight wind knocked him over. I'm sure he's not worried at all about that. As a cacophony of scenes of our lives here in London played through my mind. Eventually, my fatigue triumphed. I fell into a deep sleep.
Honk shoe.
The small hour, St. Sinner's Hospital, Ward 3. Quite understand. A great weight off my mind.
Rest assured, I shall put everything in place, exactly as we have discussed.
I'm guessing this is Susato talking to him, just via the dialogue box. Yeah.
It's been an honor and a pleasure to be acquainted with you, Mr. Sholmes.
On the contrary, the pleasure has been all mine. I bid you farewell, and Godspeed. My dear madam.
She's coming back. She's in the second one. Acting like she ain't coming back. Yeah, right. Shut up, game. I know she's coming back. Shh. Stop making me think that it's over. When I awoke the following morning, Sada-san was already gone. Outside the window, the rain came down in sheets. And so began an even longer day than the last, one that I would remember for the rest of my days.
Oh boy, howdy.
Looks like we're gonna have to leave that one for next time, folks. Unfortunate, I know. It was a somewhat shorter stream, but it is 8 o'clock. So I think tomorrow we'll start with Ace Attorney. And then do, well, actually, we've got quite a lot to do tomorrow. But we'll do, oh, and it is April Fool's. Okay, we're definitely going to do Ace Attorney. I don't know about Skyward Sword. And we're definitely doing the Switch 2 presentation. So, at least two things. We got the Switch 2 Direct, happening at 3 a.m. our time, in the early morning in America, and I don't know what time everywhere else. And Ace Attorney. Those are, for sure, definitely happening 100%. And maybe a little something else, if not Skyward Sword. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in to this short little lawyer episode. We are damn near the end of the first Great Ace Attorney. Kind of crazy. We've only got one more game after this. It's kind of surreal. I'm sure I don't have to tell you guys, but we've spent like 80 plus VODs on this series. The most I've ever done. Probably not the most I will ever do. You know, depending on what other games are out there that we'll end up taking into our midst. But definitely going to be the longest one. Don't forget about Layton. Well, they have to port that one before I play it. All the ported ones. Yeah, the secret Layton fucking game. They gotta port that shit first, and then I'll play it. But, you know, we'll see if that comes out. I mean, I could maybe emulate it. Ooh, Nintendo doesn't like that word. I could maybe emulate it, but, I don't know. And then we'll have to wait till Ace Attorney 7. Honestly, if they keep pumping out Ace Attorney games, I mean, this will be the longest series of all on the channel. Like, nothing can catch up with it at this point if they keep making them. I hope they start taking a little longer with Ace Attorney games. And, I mean, there's been a big delay from Great Ace Attorney 2 to, you know, wherever Ace Attorney 7 is at in development. I hope they really take their time and make them long and worth the wait. I'm hoping that it's not just another Ace Attorney game. I hope they are going to try and develop the formula further, maybe have like an overworld like we've been saying, something along those lines, and just evolving it to the, maybe have a broader reach while still having, you know, the courtrooms and the objections and all of that and the arguments, of course, because that's like Ace Attorney at its core. But I don't know. I don't know. Having like a depth, an extra depth there wouldn't be bad. But I guess we'll see. I definitely don't mind if they just want to keep on keeping on with this formula. Because I am not, you know, opposed at all. We've done 80 plus of this, so I'm definitely down to keep going. But, you know, I guess we'll see. Whatever Capcom's got prepared. We're excited to see how the graphics look, too. Well, that being said, I'll see you guys later. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you tomorrow with more Ace Attorney and the Switch 2 Direct. Happy April Fools, everybody. Bye. I love you all. Bye-bye. I love you. Bye-bye. Love, love, love. Hugs and kisses. Bye-bye.